guys. Why is it like that? Okay. Whoa. Wowzers. Okay. Hey guys, it's been what, a month? Yeah, I say it's been about a month since I've been live, so I'm due for a stream. So I know I've been busy with live stuff. So I really had time to like connect with y'all and see how my favorite people are doing. But Twitter, gonna share this live too. But I figure I'll try at least once a month do a catch up stream. Um, just to hang out with guys, see what's up, see how like the legends who support my dumbass is doing. Okay. Good. Well, I know the audio works. The only thing I don't like about streaming through streamers doesn't do the whole like description as like if I stream through the PlayStation Live. No, but no, I did you guys see that they're re-releasing the sequel to like the 90s Mr. Film? Like I nerded the fuck out. Let me share it first. Cause it's I watched the first film in theaters when it was re-released last year. And so like with my dad. And so like Secret of the Ooze is literally my favorite Ninja Turtle film of all time. And so like I really want to see it.
The past returns, my son. It is time to seek our answers.
Like I'm so freaking excited about this.
Some are the very questions of our origin. Pursue our transformation. But the answers have always remained hidden in the past.
I was trying like seeing Star Wars films in theaters. In the 90s.
I'm Leonardo. I'm Michelangelo.
And they just like, oh my lord.
Donatello.
I'm Raphael.
Yeah, all the good ones, Andy, no.
There is only one thing next.
Oh.
Revenge.
I so want to do this. Any of y'all can figure out like birthday gift. This is the gift I would never refuse. I would hey, how do I would literally take time out my busy ass day. I don't care how busy. I don't even care if I have to retake a class for next semester in school. Even though I have to do that with psychology stats, which is a pain in the ass. But I would by four gladly watch this. This will I accept that as my birthday present. I'm not joking. That's how dedicated I am to the Ninja Turtles. I could need surgery, like life-saving surgery, and it could be due the day that it comes out. And I would say I better push that surgery back just so I can see it. Because if there's a risk of me dying, I at least want to see my one of my favorite films, my favorite Ninja Turtle film in theaters. Like nah, there's no. It's listed on my bucket list. That's how much of a Ninja Turtle nerd I am. And if y'all don't believe me, I even met Kevin Mother freaking Eastman a few years ago in 2023, so 3 years ago. I think it's safe to say that I am a huge Ninja Turtle fan. Would like again love to see the Cigar lose in theaters. Hey, Red, how are you doing, my friend? Just saw the Ninja Turtle trailer, and the Phil's excited. The Phil is excited. But how are you doing, Red? Oh, and I know, like, since like, was it last year when I did the whole rebranding thing? Whatever when I did the rebranding thing. If you guys were there prior to me being the Scatter Knight, when I was Phil TMNT, even if you guys who's been here post me rebranding, if you guys want to call me Phil, Knight, Scattered, Phil TMNT, Scatter Knight, I don't care. As long as you don't call me late for dinner. I'm sorry for the dad joke. I'm going to my corner. And I'm going to dump all the Kool-Aid out that I've been drinking. But no, like I said, the Seek of the Ooze film is like literally on my bucket list to see. I saw Revenge of the Sith in theaters last year 3 fucking times. 3 times. 2 of those times were back to back. So I sat at the theater for like 5 hours practically straight. With Star Wars. Episode 3 being the first film I saw in the Star Wars film. When I'm committed, I am committed. Just ask my ex-girlfriend. But how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing great. I actually do miss streaming a lot, like in terms of like doing it every single day. What was your guys' favorite? Actually, I'm going to post. Okay. I did a Q&A when I meant to do a poll. Is your favorite type of stream of mine solo? Hey! Oh! Hey, CJ. Hey, Scarif. How are you doing? Or do you want me to call you Red, Scarif? Mike's interviews gaming. There you go. The Fudge? How are you not mod on my channel? Scarif? Yeah, hey CJ. Hey Scarif. I met this wonderful person a few years ago. Was it 2023 or 2024? I think it was 2023, right? I met Scarif Scuttlebutt podcast, and they are amazing. I am mad I'm not going to C2E2 this year because I would have loved to bump into them again. But no, the feels, okay, it was 2023 because yeah, that was the same year I met Kevin Eastman. Yeah. Wow, most of you likes the open mics. Okay. Yeah, you met my me and my childhood friend who's a week younger than me, and he likes to like remind me that every chance he gets that, oh, you're the old man between the two of us. No, I'm not. You were born a week before me. Okay, fine. I'll give you that, Rain. Yeah, that I think that was my friend that you met's first con too, and he loved it. He loved you guys. Like so, 2023. Um, I went with a childhood friend of mine because I know like before 2023 was the first year I went to C2E2 again after like 2020 being my last one at the time. And so my childhood friend wanted to go with me. So I said, sure, why not? I'll go with you. I was already planning to cosplay as a vigilante, right? Essentially. And so like I figured since I'm not used to my Jedi costume that my grandmother allowed me to like gave me, I would let my best friend, my friend borrow my Jedi costume. And like keep in mind this Jedi costume my brother did not let me wear when I first joined because he said, "Oh, it's too in. There'll be people that'll be hot top notch, like they wouldn't like love it." So keeping that in mind, when I saw people saying, "Oh, that's a nice costume," to my friend, and my head said, "Thank you," and in my head I said, "Fuck you, bro. You did not let me wear this when I like the first time I cosplayed. Fuck you, bro." That's literally what I thought to my when I heard all those compliments to my friend. Oh, cool costume. My head, little do you know it's mine. Thanks, in my head. That's all I said in my head. Fuck you, bro. So I am a bit mad at my brother. Unapologetically cursing him out of my head, like, bro. But I'm happy my friend had a like had a like a really great time to his first con because that was important to me. That's that's the reason why I wanted to like him to like cosplay as a Jedi because like I know that's like cons like that is more of the norm for people to cosplay. So I wanted him to get the full experience, even if he like got that Jedi costume that my grandmother got for me. So like it was good. I liked it, and it was a simple costume too. It didn't really have to do much. I had to get. Oh yeah. I mean, I've been doing videos. I actually do streams more often. I miss doing that. Yeah, I remember. I miss doing open mics. Those were like I. Oh hey, Looney Tune. How you doing, Brendan? But no, open mics. I know they were great because the reason why I did them, even though like when I started it out, I think I was like around 400, 500 subscribers, and now I'm at 1K, surprisingly. Was because I saw. Granted, I got this idea from uh both something Bill. I forget his like username. I'm hoping he comes in so I can like promote him. But and he did karaoke. But he will drop the StreamYard's link in the chat so anyone can join and do karaoke. So I said that would be a good idea, but like that's a good idea. But I want to capitalize on that and make it where like people like actually like can talk and have debates and talk whatever they want, right? So like my first open mic, it was pretty good, and then I kept on doing it, and it turned out to be like this big thing. Like I say big thing, it's like popular thing on my channel. Like I didn't see anyone else doing that at the time. And it's like I had like no filters as long as like it doesn't get me like obviously like don't show your bits, which I know like some people do that. I don't know why. I don't really care what is going on. Like what we talk about. Like you can like the guests can bring on politics all they want. I won't really divulge into the whole politics talk as much because I don't really pay attention to that politics all too much. Like, why do I care? I don't really care about politics all too much. So I care about like Ninja Turtle nerdy stuff, you know. So like it was great, and so like I don't inspire like what at least 3, maybe 4 people that I'm aware of, if not more. But I know at least 4 people I'm aware of did open mics at the too from me, and that was like, yes, I love that people are taking inspiration from my open mics to do their own versions, because that was part of the whole thing. Like, I don't care if you're big or small compared to me. I just wanted like a place where like everyone can feel like they have a place to like talk and have debates without having to feel like they have to be attacked for it, for their said take, if that makes sense. Like you can say your take and then I can say like I see where you're coming from, but I personally think it's wrong because of this and or whatever. Like I even said too, because a lot of people even said too that they found it sorry. Oof. But I even said too was like I got a few people said you got balls, Phil, because like I said you can talk about anything, and I even told you like if you have an issue with me and want to talk things out, bring your ass onto the panel. I will gladly talk the shit out. And some people, like I got a few people say I got balls for that. And I still stand by that to this day whenever I do open mics. Oh, I even will put up a live stream if you want, like, if you have issues with me. I'm not exactly talking about CJ, I'm just talking about in general. If you guys have issues with me, I will gladly, I want to take it out, like, in live stream. I will gladly put up a live stream to, like, clearly air publicly if you so wish. But I miss open mics, and I wanted to like encourage. Part of open mics too was to encourage people who were debating about starting a YouTube channel to like, okay, what is it like to kind of like live stream even though I'm not hosting it, and if it sticks to them, hopefully they would do their own streams, make their own content, make their own audience, and hopefully one day do their own versions of open mics to inspire other people to start their own channel and stuff like that, you know? If that makes sense. If that makes sense. And so I miss when people used to do like community streams more often. And I think the closest one in terms of the bigger community content creators that I've seen do this on a consistent basis is Ryan Kinnell. Because I think he does it like every once a month on a Sunday. I know Mandy Summers has her version with Pip My Comics, but hers is like promoting other people's comics. But I just miss the days when like other people like promote each other, like other content creators, especially ones that they aren't too familiar with per se. So like I don't know. Because I always believe like when one rises, we all rise. So I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit old school for being a 29-year-old. Like if I say if you stay true to who you are, and if you're passionate about said subject, then the audience will come for itself. Like I post like me being an Ewok hot dog outfits. I am shocked I got 1K subscribers. I'm shocked I still got a channel. So like if people still stay on my channel, even though I sometimes cosplay as an Ewok hot dog and make a damn fool of myself. Yeah, yeah, people will go for anything. But like I said, if you're passionate about sad content, whether it's AI or politics or nerdy stuff or naturey stuff or whatever, then the audience will naturally grow. You lose some people, sir, but kind of gotta feel as this. The people you're losing is kind of like you being like you shedding the dead weight per se. And not that the dead weight was exactly inherently bad. Just those people weren't exactly meant for you. So you're shedding the people that weren't meant for you. And you're cultivating an audience for your that's meant for you, if that makes sense. Yeah, I would do that. It's not about that anymore because the bigger channels never truly cared. I mean, like I said, I think the only channel was I hear what you're saying. The only big channel I see, like I said, somewhat doing a version of open mics like I used to do consistently, even though it's loosely, is Ryan Kennel. Granted, it's once a month, but like I said, out of the bigger channels, he's the one who I've seen it do it consistently. I did see what Mandy Summers do a Pit My comic. I think once, like within a month's lifespan. I think it was on her channel. Let me go check. Hmm. That's a solo stream. Maybe I was thinking about Shane Davis. Hold on. Hmm. maybe they took it down, but nah, I but yeah, I know a few bigger channels used to do it. I know like My Nerdy Home used to do like what Mario Kart streams on her Twitch, and I miss those. Cause those are fun. I hope that one day My Nerdy Home will bring those back. Like even like switch between the one that's on the Switch 1 and then also on the Switch 2, so that way like she'll be catering to both crowds. But I would love for her to do Mario Karts again. There's many summers. There's minor homes, as I honorably mentioned. I should be passionate about Kenny. Yeah, it is. I know, like on my Kingdom Hearts channel, the person took the they took the comment down. Here's my Kingdom Hearts channel, by the way. And I was like reacting to I think it's under my shorts, maybe. Where someone said that I think again they took the comment down, but this is the story I'm referring to. About how like, oh please take it down. And how like you're not a real fan if you're making AI. And I told them that which wasn't like a defense on my end. It was just me politely telling them to screw f off about how I was just reacting to the content. I didn't make it. I was just reacting to it, and that I'm not going to take it down. I respect that they may not like AI, but I'm not going to take it down because someone who may be watching my video at the time said, "Hey, I'm into AI. Please take it down. Please, please, please." No. They removed the comment after I said that because I guess they realized, oh yeah, maybe I'm listening wrong for it, or this person ain't gonna be a pushover like I was hoping them to be. But that's just me. I think here's my stance on AI. Is it inherently bad? No. Just like phones aren't bad, social media itself isn't per se bad. Technology isn't bad. Cars aren't bad. Martial arts isn't bad. Anime isn't bad. Cartoons aren't bad. Video games aren't bad. Maybe how you use them might be quote unquote bad in depending on the context you might use them in, but it's my point. But the things I mentioned, AI included, isn't inherently bad. The only way I'll say that AI may be bad, I'm going to keep this towards like As if you're trying to, like, I guess in a way, steal other people's content and try and make it your own, per se, and claiming that. I don't know. How can I say this? What's the best example I can use to explain to you guys where I'm coming from with it? Because there's a point to what I'm saying. Okay, so found one. I found something that helps my argument.
Kyle.
Okay. So on the bottom of the screen is, I believe it's Jedi Outcast 2, if I remember correctly. I know it's one of the Jedi Outcast games. I just based on which specific first game it is. But on the bottom is the original. On the top is someone making an AI version of it. They're not taking ownership of the what was done in the game. They're just, in a way, like, not in a way, they're literally updating the graphics from that CGI to AI. That's not bad. It'd be bad if this channel, like the person who did this, I'm not saying this channel, but the person who did this, the AI remake, if they said, I completely 100% made literally everything in this video, in this AI video, from to the voices and the story idea, when in fact they weren't the ones who created the story or the voices or the lines, to say. That would be the part where I would say, okay, maybe in that context AI is bad if they're taking 100% credit for it. But the person who made the AI version of the scene below ain't taking 1% credit for the scene. The only part that 1% take responsibility for is using AI to update the graphics. It's my point. It's my point. And that's where I think if this person took ownership of not only the top but the bottom, then that's where I would say AI is bad. But I don't think it's inherently bad, if that makes sense. I don't agree with the Phantom Menace opinions anymore, and the way I feel it, because the Phantom Menace is hot mess. Because even though I still watch Geeks and Gamers, even though admittedly I haven't watched them as much as I used to. Sure, I watched their day morning show on it. That might be the only thing I really watched of theirs that's consistent nowadays. But I haven't watched Geeks and Gamers as I used to anymore. But the one thing that I know they have a mentality in, that all wokeness is bad. All wokeness is bad. And here's the thing, how Hollywood, I don't think exactly all wokeness is bad per se. Which, honorable shout out to Geeks Gamers. I don't think wokeness in itself is inherently bad. Because yeah, exactly. Hollywood since day one has been woke. let's take The Wizard of Oz for example, and I'm talking about the one with Judy Garland in it. That movie was good, even though I'm not from what I've heard behind the scenes of Wizard of Oz, I feel bad for the actors because the actors had to go through a lot. But the movie itself was good. Then fast forward to I think it's the 80s. Before I mislead you unintentionally. Okay, I was wrong by 2 years. It was still this was a 70s film. But fast forward to the late 70s, and we got The Wiz. And this is the cast of The Wiz, essentially. Right? So let me get you guys an image. The Wiz, Fiat Wizard of Oz. Okay, this might actually be the best picture to use. So, The Wiz is a black version, story, The Wiz takes it's essentially the story of The Wizard of Oz, but with black people. You can say that The Wiz is a woke remake of The Wizard of Oz, and I won't disagree with you of that. By the definition of woke, yeah, The Wiz is a woke version of The Wizard of Oz. But is it a bad version of, a horrible version of woke? No. I actually think The Wiz is a pretty good version of the Wizard of Oz story. It kind of changed, it kind of had the oh, we're gonna put some spice into this pasta. If you get my drift, I liked it. I'm not gonna say that everyone will love it. I'm not saying The Wiz is a perfect film. I just say that I think it's a good adaptation of The Wizard of Oz, and it's a black cast. It's not inherently bad. Granted that, yeah, that was in the 70s. And I agree. And even April O'Neil, Rise of TMNT April. Rise, April O'Neil. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the Rise series, I will stand to this day that I don't think this version of April is bad. Sure, you can say, okay, oh my god, she was woke because she's black, but yet again, original April O'Neil. This was essentially the original first of April O'Neil. Was, from what I've heard, she was going to be an Asian lady at first. Then she became this. Then later on, in some versions, she became a redhead. And you can say that's woke, but nah. On. Right? So but then everyone will be sitting over this one, which I mean, this April isn't the best, but not in the reasons most people is nowadays is saying. So people need to learn to take a chill pill. Yeah. Even the Kingpin was like was a good choice too. Even Nick Fury was one. My point is people need to like take a chill pill and like freaking out over like the most little change to sad characters. Like as long as it like stays true to the essence of the character, people need to like take a chill pill. Cause like the reason why like I'm not like sure like what the Mutant Mayhem April wants to be a news reporter, which is literally part of her character. Cause like not only in the 80s series. Yeah, 80 series. She was a news reporter, but like past that, in the Mutant Mayhem, I didn't really feel like that April really like captured April, if that makes sense. In terms of what it completely made April April. The only thing I will complain about, really, is why the hell does even though I enjoy the Michael Bay turtles, why the hell do they look like giant cockroaches? I blame my sister for that. Make me like I can not unsee the cockroach bit of this. But why the hell does the Michael Bay turtles look like cockroaches? Like what? That's the only thing I'll say. But also, like, what the heck are they doing to my man Mike? Not Mikey, Donatello. Like I think if you can give past a design, sure they did. I think age pretty well, but I prefer the '90s turtles, to be honest. Which again, I could need life saving surgery, and I would say, let me see this Ninja film when I have a chance. Because I know not all surgery has like surgery doesn't have like 1% certainty that the patient will make it. And so I said, regardless of my the percentage of this doesn't fail, and if that percentage is the percentage, I mean, if the percentage that this will fail and I will die in surgery, then I at least owe it to myself to watch this Ninja film that I didn't get a chance to see in the theaters because I wasn't born yet, as my one last hurrah of being able to enjoy myself while I'm on this earth. Like I said, that's how much of a Ninja Turtle fan I am. I'm dedicated to Secret of the Ooze. Dedicated. Which why are they doing it for the 35th anniversary? I'm shocked they aren't doing it for the 40th. Like what? Like what? See, I'm with you for the most part, CJ. But I'm like, because I know we're talking about doing a Last Ronin Turtles movie, right? Oh my god, that would have been so freaking awesome. And I feel that they're pushing the Last Ronin movie to reintroduce the world to Ninja Turtles live action, was like Sonic-fied themed Ninja Turtles in a way, which I don't mind them doing that. But I've been wanting that ever since I was old enough to make sense of things because I was introduced to the Ninja Turtles essentially when I was still in diapers. That the 90s movie was, out of all the live action films, the 90s trilogy, the Michael Bay movies, that was the darkest Ninja Turtle film in general. And I'm strictly talking about the live actions. So and yeah, the Secret of the Ooze had its serious moments, but I didn't feel like it wasn't as dark as the 1990 film was. I've been saying for the past 15 years. I'm turning 30 in February. God damn it! I've been saying the last 15-ish years that I want a movie of the Ninja Turtles to either be as dark as the 90s film or be darker. At least one movie where we get something to match the 90s film or dark, even darker. If that makes sense. I don't mind getting the quote unquote family friendly comedic Turtles films, but at least one Ninja Turtle film that's that rivals the 90s film in terms of its tone. I would love it. And I think The Last Ronin would be great. And I'm mad that they're pushing that off. Oh, I have the 90s trilogy on DVD. Growing up, back when DVDs were the hot thing before digital came along and ruined that, I would the 90s trilogy of the Ninja Turtles and Star Wars. And I want to say the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy were the three that I would watch a lot. That would be my trinity. The 90s Ninja Turtle trilogy, the Star Wars films, episodes the prequels and the original trilogy, and the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Actually, I take that back because was a fourth film, Quadfecta. I think that's what it's called. The fourth film, the fourth one, would be the Dark Knight trilogy. And only I like the Dark Knight Rises because it did the whole okay, let's build you all from being from a low place before Hollywood decided, hey, let's make this a regular thing. At the time, it wasn't a regular thing, and that's why I like the Dark Knight Rises a lot. Granted, that I don't think they should have done it with Luke Skywalker's because that did not feel like Luke Skywalker whatsoever in any way. I can get past Luke being a grumpy old man in The Last Jedi because I knew that was the middle point. So I knew we still had one more movie after Last Jedi for Luke to be a more seasoned version of himself from the Return of the Jedi. But instead he died. And even though we kind of still got that version of him, what I just said, as a Force Ghost, I'm so mad he died. It's not exactly him dying, it's the way he died. The fuck is this? What type of Kool-Aid was Rian Johnson on? Luke Skywalker is my favorite Jedi. There's a reason why Return of the Jedi is my favorite Star Wars film. Revenge of the Sith is tied with Return of the Jedi. Revenge of the Sith is my favorite. It's tied with Return of the Jedi because it's the Star Wars film that got me into Star Wars. That's the reason why Revenge of the Sith ties with Return of the Jedi is number one for me. With that said, the reason why Return of the Jedi is my personal favorite is because, like, with Luke Skywalker, despite Obi-Wan and Yoda telling him that don't try to redeem your father, there's like the part of him that was good, the Anakin Skywalker part of your father, yeah, he's dead. There's no use trying to bring him back. And Luke Skywalker, in his actions, pretty much says, "Skip you guys. I'm not keeping up with my father. I'm not killing him like you guys want me to." And who was right in the end? Luke motherfucking Skywalker. Like, all Vader needed, it was that one person in this scenario being in his family, like, because being in one of his kids, being the close thing to, like, Padme that he had at the time, tell him that, "I love you, Dad. I'm not giving up on you. It will literally risk my life to turn you back to the light side." And that worked. So screw. Like, that's why, like, Return of the Jedi is my favorite. It's for that reason. It taught me not to give up on people so fast. Like, there's this one person in my life where, like, some people are saying, yeah, they don't appreciate you as much as someone should. And I'm trying to take a Luke Skywalker approach to it, despite people in my ear being the Obi-Wan and Yoda to Luke about Vader. I'm trying to do the whole Luke Skywalker approach. And I'm 29 right now. Trying to do that. So that's why Return of the Jedi is my favorite, because through Luke Skywalker, it taught me not to give up on people so much. If that makes sense. What the? Oh. What? People don't really. It's easy. I do think I think they're, like, been setting it up for a little bit. Because I don't know if you've seen the Ahsoka show, CJ. But it does seem like they're trying to loosely adapt Heir to the Empire. But I have, like, I don't know if they're, like, it seems like they're trying to get either Ezra or Ahsoka, most likely Ahsoka, to be the Luke Skywalker role. And maybe, like, Din Djarin loosely as the Han Solo role. I have no idea who they're trying to get as the Leia role, but from what it seemed like from the Ahsoka series, and actually replaying Disney's canon in my head right now, it seems like, and I do use the word seems, like they're setting up for Heir to the Empire. Just not with Han, Luke, and Leia, per se. Even though I'll be happy, I'll be down for that. Bring back Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo, because I think he did a good job as Han Solo. He was just chugging him in a movie. I was so happy when that droid died. I hated that droid. So with a passion. That's, like, the first and only Star Wars character I was, like, rooting for. Like, I hope something happens to this character, because I can't stand this character anymore. Have Alden Ehrenreich be Han Solo again. They already have solo cast. Donald Glover. I don't know why I had a brain fart in his name. But Donald Glover as Lando. They already got that. packed down. So all they really need to do, because memory serves me right from the Heir to the Empire books, Lando is in it, just not strongly, but he is in it. They ever have that one lady who was Mon Mothma in the prequels, being Mon Mothma in like Andor and Rogue One, and I'm spacing on what other stuff she was in Disney Star Wars, but I know she was in Rebels, and I'm blanking on one more thing she was in. Maybe I'm just full of shit right now with her, but I know she's in at least 3 things. But they already have the actress who played Mon Mothma in the prequels currently doing Mon Mothma, so we got that. All we need is Luke Skywalker, like someone that looks enough like Mark Hamill to say, okay, we can pass this without having to use CG freaking eye. I'll even be open to like what Billy Lord, I think is her name, Carrie Fisher's daughter, to be Princess freaking Leia. Technically, she was already Princess Leia in Rise of Palpatine, as I like to call the movie. Or get Billy Bobby Brown, because she looks enough like Carrie Fisher, or she can pass as being. Actually, I don't know. I always Billy Bobby Brown. Because I think she's in her early 20s, right? I think so. I'm trying to think of like age-wise, too. 21? Yeah. So maybe someone a tad bit older than her, but if I can get someone to resemble like Carrie Fisher close enough that's a tad bit older than Billy Bobby Brown, then yeah, cast them as Leia. God damn it. And then there we go. We have our casting for like the Heir to the Empire. You put a movie between Return of the Jedi, Mandalorian, and Force Awakens. Well, Mandalorian is like what 5 years after Jedi. So what? That's like what 25 years before Force Awakens. See, there was a something I posted on Twitter. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. And thank God for TikTok. But I would even be open for a Clone Wars style like Luke Skywalker show. Like, dude, Luke Skywalker looks great in animation. I don't know why they're not capitalizing on him. I personally think they're foolish. Oh, for not taking part of that. If that makes sense. Yeah, will Disney ever give us, or Lucasfilm give us a Disney version of Heir to the Empire? I don't know. I would think that at this point they would. Guess yeah, all roads lead to Ray Skywalker. I know, but I think Heir to the Empire will be a good adaptation. And I also like. I know that like people shit on race a lot, and I can see why. I can see why. I don't think she's inherently a bad character. Like, sure, I'll give people that she was not written that good in the sequels, and they pulled the whole Palpatine card, her being Palpatine, and then last second her want to be a Skywalker out of their ass, like as if they like were running out of butt hair. Like, what the fuck was this? Like, I would have loved to have seen Rey take on the freaking Palpatine name. Only because, like, Star Wars is about redemption, right? We saw that with Anakin or Vader. And we kind of, in a way, can say we saw that with Kylo Ren with Ben Solo. So, like, Rey taking on their Palpatine name could have been their way of continuing their whole redemption arc. And in this case, Rey redeeming the Palpatine name, saying, yes, my grandfather was a douchebag, but he, not all Palpatines are douchebags like my grandfather, not like Grandpappy Palps. I really thought they didn't even like the whole them bringing back Palpatine in Legends wasn't well received either. And that's the thing. One thing I'll say about Legends that I didn't like Anakin is the chosen one, right? He is prophesied to bring defeat the Sith and bring balance to the Force. Sweet, he did that by killing the Emperor and killing the Vader part of himself. Sure, that's him fulfilling the prophecy. Then why the hell do they have the Sith come back after he died in Legends with his with Vader, Anakin's grandson, Leia's son, turning to the dark side and meet Darth Caedus? Why the hell did they bring the Sith back? That's the one thing I have to say. Disney has done better, except on bringing Palpatine back in their sequels than the Legends did. They knew okay, Anakin, Sith, he's meant to be the destroyer of the Sith. We aren't going to bring the Sith back. And that was great until they decided to bring Palpatine back in Rise of Palpatine. They made the Knights of Ren. I could get behind the Knights of Ren being the new Darkseid group. But no. They teased us. And I'm pissed. But no, seriously, if they had another Darkseid group, then yeah, I don't feel like the whole Anakin being the chosen one thing would have been undermined, but I felt like that was undermined when they decided to bring Palpatine back. That's just my opinion. Somehow Palpatine returned. That has to be the most sad line. I say sad as in not boohoo sad, but sad as in you guys couldn't think of anything else? Line. That's just me. Because I can do, I said, I can deal with Luke Skywalker being a crap, but the way I can't even handle him dying in The Last Jedi. It's just the way he died was pissed me off. What? Yeah, Rise of Skywalker. It's the Skywalker bit is not Rey. It can't be right because she ain't a real. She's not a Skywalker. She's a freaking Palpatine. The Skywalker I'm choosing to believe that they meant by the Skywalker that was rising was Ben freaking Solo, because he rose from the darkness and redeemed himself and died, made that ultimate sacrifice to save Rey. That's why I'm choosing to believe that what the title meant by Rise of Skywalker. It meant to be the rise of Ben Solo coming out of the darkness and redeeming himself and setting and actually like serving the galaxy. I could go into a whole tirade about that. And I can't even go in a whole tirade about Mutant Mayhem, which I'm going to go into now. So, like, I thought Mutant Mayhem was a good kids film, but as a Ninja Turtle film, it was I don't even care that they made puns to Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird and had like the ninja rap play for like 5 whole freaking seconds, and even showed a freaking badass scene of Shredder towards the end of the goddamn movie. That film was as a Ninja Turtle film. I like the idea of the turtles want to be a part of the real world, but there's no freaking way they should have been part of the real freaking world at the end of the movie. That destroys the whole premise of Ninja Turtles, which was them being like living in the shadows. And realistically, I don't think the turtles would have been accepted in society today, because like I do think like us humans can accept different to a certain point, but walking talking turtles, like as a society as a whole, I don't think the turtles would have been safe. Like I don't know. I'm just hoping Mutant Mayhem 2 with the Shredder has with the Shredder being so much of a threat that the turtle says, "Oh yeah, we need to relocate to a different sewer channel and keep our like identities from here on out a secret, because fuck them being out in the open." I said it. And that movie, and the director being Seth Rogen, he is like the most unfunny comedian to me. I dislike Seth Rogen as a comedian. I think he's not funny. I can go in a whole tangent about that. But I won't. The only movie I really like Seth Rogen in was the Kung Fu Panda movies. I'm trying to think of others. Just the Kung Fu Panda movies, where he was Mantis. So I hope the people who are making the new live action Ninja Turtle film isn't on the same Kool-Aid as Seth Rogen is. Screw that guy. Again, I can go on this huge tirade about it. The moment I started ranting about my favorite about Star Wars or like Ninja Turtles, it is hard for me to stop. I wish I was joking. I legit wish I was joking. Okay, so now what? Sadie Sink's supposedly supposed to be like what? Jean Grey? What? I've been hearing so many rumors about Sadie Sink is gonna be the new Mary Jane Watson. Sadie Sink's gonna be a totally new character that's supposed to be Peter Parker's love interest. Sadie Sink's gonna be Jean Grey. Like, make up your mind, people. Which rumor are you guys gonna spread now? Like, Mary Jane's gonna be Peter Parker's mother from the past. What is my toenail supposed to be Thanos now? Is my dead cat Nemo supposed to be Goose from Guardians of the Galaxy? Am I supposed to be the new T'Challa? Or the new Miles Morales Spider-Man? I am just setting myself into a corner. Well, the point still stands. Like, these rumors, people need to like relax on the rumor mill, creating rumors, because all that will be making people wondering is like, what type of Kool-Aid are you on? So what? I know I'm interested in seeing what the Secret of the Ooze film this year. That's getting re-released this year. Doomsday is supposed to be coming out this year. I wonder if they have still got that clock going. I'm telling you, man, it's probably the most like the longest clock I've seen. Like, 10 months, 16 hours, 10 months, 16 days, 7 hours, 4 minutes, and 40-ish seconds. Who has enough time to be watching this? Like, consistently, because I don't. What? I barely have any time to do anything else between like school and taekwondo. Like, what? What? Like Clint taking a glove. Apparently, every adventure did something that. Oh, really? I like the fan theory where Steve Rogers going back in time to be with Peggy in like what the 50s, 60s. I think I like and by when he did that, he's unintentionally might have set off like the events of Doomsday and Secret Wars. Out of all the fan theories that I've heard so far, I think that is the one that I like the most. It just seems to be like the most like natural outcome. Yeah, Tony saw his dad, but he didn't like say, hey Howard, it's me, your son, from like 30 years, 40 years in the future. So I think that like I don't think that will have any ramifications per se. Because I don't think like with Tony keeping himself a secret from his dad, then yeah, I mean yeah, it's still a branch, but at least I'm hoping it won't be like a huge one, if that makes sense. Because I know like when the Legends of Tomorrow show, which is under DC Comics, was it I forget who was character, but convinced the younger Martin Stein, which was the old man who was the brains of the Firestorm. I think it was actually like Martin Stein, like his like present self, convinced his younger self to focus more on his wife. And by the time like that invasion crossover happened, Martin Stein in the present had flashbacks of his daughter that wasn't created in the previous timeline, the previous brands. So I get where he's talking. Infinity War was real timeline, and Thanos actually won. And I can see that thing. I think too that they should have kept going with the Kang dynasties. Sure, like what Majors, Jonathan Majors, got through some like that legal shit that he was going through, but we're in a multiverse like saga. Like they could have easily recasted him at this point, and nobody would have like really questioned it because, oh yeah, we're in the multiverse. I mean, who said anything about like all the Kangs literally have to be looking like each other? I fail to remember that in the Loki show. Oh, like what? Patrick Stewart's Professor X, and why am I blanking on the character's name? X-Men first. The guy was Mr. Thomas from Narnia, who played Professor X. James McAvoy. James McAvoy and Patrick Stewart does not look like alike. So like, if they could get those two, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking on my ass. See, that I think could happen. That I would be like okay with. Like, have us see Doctor Doom killing Kang. Give us like a reason why like we should be like people like me who says they should have kept going with the Kang dynasty. Why like okay, we just like semi bypass the Kang dynasty's saga and went right into the whole like Doomsday. At this point, they will like we have. I feel like they have to explain to us fans why like we aren't seeing Kang anymore because he was getting set up in the Loki series and the Ant-Man 3 movie to be this huge role, like this big bad, only us to not really get anything. And as a fan who like I was disappointed. I was disappointed not seeing that. But that's just the film. But no, like I said though, I would like to see like content creators like doing like more like hey, I'm gonna do an improv stream. Send the link to the chat or whatever there for some bit, and you guys could come on because like I miss when content creators did that back in the day. Now that's like unheard of. Maybe with the exception of TikTok, but that's TikTok for you. Oh yeah, right. I forgot I did that. Geez, so like yeah, the open mics were pretty good. And then the gaming. Okay. Okay. How do you guys feel about pineapple on pizza? Because anyone who knows me knows I absolutely hate pineapple on pizza and love ketchup. Because in my opinion, putting pineapple on your pizza is a sin to all pizza kind. You can try to convince me otherwise. But yeah, I think pineapple on pizza is a sin to pizza kind. And I playfully tell like people I know that pizza is what's it? How you can get to the promised land of cheesy goodness. There you go. Of the cheesy goodness. Wait, what? She was Angel in. I'm looking at the X-Men First Class um cast, and Zoe Kravitz was Angel in that movie. What? I only remember her from the Batman as Catwoman. And then Eddie Gathke was Mr. Terrific in the Superman movie. He was in Twilight. Yo, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I tried watching the first Twilight film to see what all the hype was about like years ago, and I couldn't get past like 30 minutes. That's like 30 minutes I would never get my like time pass because Twilight was in. I have never, nor I will get the what the hype is about for Twilight. What? What if the Jedi learned about Order 66? That's actually an interesting concept. I think if the Jedi learned about Order 66 sooner and actually trusted Anakin more, then I think they would have had a pretty solid chance of surviving the Order 66. Yeah. Because I think the main reason why the Jedi got destroyed so easily, because they didn't trust Anakin. They allowed their fear to like blind their vision, which is what I think is at least part of the reason why Anakin never got the rank of master. Guess they fear that fear will lead to the dark side, right? And like Anakin, so you're like Anakin going to the dark side is pressed on him, and but I think it's like pressing on the council because like nobody on the council wanted to like see Anakin for him per se. Like, okay, how can we help this guy besides like telling him, oh, bottle in, I have emotional constipation right now. I don't know. That's just me. That's just Phil. Okay. Well, the Phil is tired. So the Phil is out. Audi 5000. You guys know what I'm going to say, so I'm going to spare you guys this time around. Later, taters.